So basically, what I was trying to say was either he was we didn't get the wrong bag, if as it were. There was two bags there, but we'd gone with the one we were intended for, kind of thing. And the other there was just a dummy in case the others came to steal it. And the artifacts are really important to our quest, rather than just being an excuse of getting us out. They are, like she was saying, we had that special wood with us. Presumably, that's was part of the artifacts. I doubt he would just have that unique wood randomly in his backpack. So, yeah. It's just like my initial idea was that he sent us off deliberately. No, I feel I'm just making an idiot of myself. Can I be honest? I can't really think straight right now. I don't think I've enough caffeine in my system.
A variety of cheeses, pickled cave mushrooms, toasted vault moss, and some smoked sausage. Mmm.
The intense smell of the cheese makes your mouth begin to water.
Daisy wood. Very rare. I guess Lot Yonan wanted it to examine or experiment with.
You guess? Why is it in... Whatever. But yeah, my initial idea had been that he'd deliberately given us those artifacts the other guy wanted back because he foresaw shit coming and wanted us to get out. And I was thinking, maybe the other guy did have stuff left behind, but it was just simply gave us the wrong stuff as an excuse to getting this stuff out of there. At least for a time. But since the other guy was actually in on all of this, maybe it was actually stuff important to that guy's thing. Like forging of this or whatever. I can't move the camera.
Ah, Tungdil, what is it?
Andakai deciphered what was written in the books that Goren wanted to send to Turga the Fairfaced. They tell of a demonic threat from the Outer Lands and how it can be stopped. Nudin cannot be killed by normal weapons, but Undergrounders have developed a weapon that might be able to do it. Keenfire.
Undergrounders? What's that supposed to mean?
You shrug your shoulders.
Maybe there are dwarves in the Outlands too. Either way, they have described how this magical weapon can be made.
If it's got anything to do with magic, the weapon cannot be dwarfish. We shouldn't go anywhere near it.
Nudin fears the books. I believe that Keenfire is our best chance of stopping him. I think I'll continue to look around.
Don't get lost.
Okay, that's weird, but sure. The fire effects are kind of weird. They're going through the wall.
Tungdil, come closer.
The power that the old High King radiated when he called the assembly to order has drained away from him. His body is sunken in the throne, but his eyes are alert and interested as he looks at you.
The lost son returns to his people. Thank Vracus. Tell us what you learned on your journey.
You describe your adventure down to the smallest detail. Neither the king nor his advisor interrupts you. From time to time they nod, as though they were already aware of certain facts. Their brows become more furrowed with every passing minute. When you are finished with your story, you also have some questions.
Game is being played here.
Gandogar, as king of the Fourthlings,
is to supersede me as High King, but his mind is poisoned with hatred towards the elves. He would probably win a war against them, but he would weaken us, and Girdlegard would not be helped by this. I was hoping for a great coalition with the elves, and even with the Thirdlings. I would have given anything to start the negotiations. In times of great need, only the common goal can count.
And which role have you planned for me?
Well, with you as a second aspirant, certain possibilities of protocol open up to us.
I don't want to appear ungrateful, and I'm happy to finally be among my people, but I will not ascend the throne. I hardly know anything about our customs and laws. Everything that I know, I have learned from books that Lot Yonan gave me. There must be more suitable heirs than me.
Your announcement honors you, but to be honest, you never had a claim. To stop Gandagar, we had to stall for time.
Lot Yonan helped us with our little story. We don't even know if you are a fourth thing.
The king's advisor misinterprets your unbelieving gaze and quickly adds,
We're only being as deceitful as goblins for one solitary reason: to stave off possible harm to our people.
you feel as though you've been hit in the stomach. If this is true, not only have you lost your newly found kingdom, but Master Lot Yonan also didn't see it as necessary to inaugurate you in the conspiracy.
That sucks. I think there was a point I wanted to make there, but I don't remember. I wish I could. There was a log. Hmm.
Your plan has a flaw. Even if I were to light up, I couldn't win.
Oh, that
No
was
one on the
actually. I
council
was
will vote
thinking
for me.
it could have just been a
You
bait.
don't have to win.
Belendalin points to the Steelies in
Or
the
a trick.
throne room.
It's written in our laws that the High King can oppose an heir if he isn't elected unanimously. He can then demand a duel or a contest in order to determine the winner.
Such a contest could take weeks, if not months, and it would win us some time.
But yeah, I was actually thinking, maybe it's bait if the guy is so caught up in hate. Remember the tainted lands turns men and dwarves into beasts. Basically, I was thinking, he was being corrupted or warped in some way. So, I was going to have someone like him getting into the throne. It was like a passing stray thought, as far as I remember. But that's why I didn't mention it. I just kind of had it and forgot about it till they said it again right here.
Why is Gandagar so full of hatred towards the elves?
His father and brother were murdered by elves. At least that's what's claimed.
No one knows the truth, just as no one knows how true this report about the Fifthlings is. But isn't it strange that this letter has turned up now, just when it can play into the hands of the elf-haters? Many dwarves' hatred towards the elves is great, perhaps even greater than their honesty.
I understand why you want to prevent a High King Gandagar. He will be blind to our real problems.
Gandagar's only liability is that he lets Bislipper whisper dark thoughts in his ear. The advisor is the problem, not the king.
A problem that I am fortunate enough not to have.
The High King smiles weakly at his advisor.
Gandagar is a good dwarf and a good king, and I am certain he could also be a good High King if he was free of Bislipper's lies and false advice.
I guess the other guy is whipping him into a frenzy. He knows exactly what buttons to press and in what way. The other guy, otherwise, the guy's better senses would prevail.
What kind of contest would you have us compete in? Gandagar is surely superior to me in many things.
Everyone in the council will write a task on a piece of paper, and from them, the contest will be drawn.
And this only once you have made a speech, and have won over as many as possible in the council to your side. The more sympathetic the council is towards you, the higher the chances of a contest that fits your abilities.
Speech? You're beginning to like this whole thing less and less.
Is this really the best for our people? If you cannot dissuade Gandagar from carrying out his plans, it could end in a fraternal war.
Don't worry. We'll open up his eyes and he will recognize the malice of his feigned friend. We just need time, and you must gain it for us.
All right then. I am ready to do it. But I will need all of your support.
You can be certain of it, Tungdil.
Belendalin smiles at you encouragingly.
You say Andakai may have found a way to defeat Nodon, and she suspects that the Magus is possessed by a demon from the Outer Lands. It may be possible to kill this demon with an axe called Keenfire. I have commissioned armor that is worthy of a prince. It will be delivered to your chamber by sunrise.
You say goodbye with a queasy feeling in your stomach. You always thought that you were articulate, but the prospect of having to make a speech in front of the large council doesn't exactly fill you with elation. The coal fire is lit when the kingdoms meet for council. It has lain dormant much too long, until it was finally lit again a few days ago. Vrakas, who made the Dwarves of stone, has himself been hewn from stone by these self-same dwarves. A masterly piece of work, like one of which only the masons of the Secondlings can still accomplish today. The High King's advisor has the build of a warrior. His eyes are like those of a bird of prey, and you can see a keen intellect behind them.
Yeah, you see his arm missing.
Even for a dwarf, High King Gundrabur is very old. His long white beard suggests 500 or more cycles. He seems weak, but when you talk to him, you feel an aura of grandeur.
Ah, Tungdil!
The High King and his advisor don't know where I come from either. But they only want to use me to delay Gandagar's coronation and ultimately prevent war with the elves.
Whatever happens, we will stand by your side, Scholar.
You're not sure whether the moral support of your friends will be much use in a contest with Gandagar, but it feels good not having to go through the whole thing on your own.
I think I'll continue to look around.
Don't get lost.
Forget the drink. I'm just gonna go pass out, apparently.
You are looking forward to the first proper bed for weeks.
Are these... Yeah, they're still there. Can't go past the dwarf guards. Swear he started sliding away from them like they were the opposite polarity.
You are looking forward. You undress and lie down. Before you know it, your eyes close and you fall asleep.
Speaking of that, I should go to bed soon myself.
When your new
Tired.
armor is brought to
I'm
you the
tired.
next morning, you can hardly believe your eyes. However, as a smith, you can't stand the fact that you haven't contributed anything to it, and decide to add some inlays.
Even one who wears the armor of a prince can still be a farrier underneath it, don't you think, Tungdil Bolafar?
Just like a snake in elegant clothing is still a snake.
Ignoring your question, Bislipur eyes you very exactly before he speaks.
So, you want to be one of our kingdom? A foundling brought up by a wizard? One wouldn't think it possible. And I don't think it possible either. There is no proof of your origin, and Gandagar's the council on his side. Why don't you spare yourself the disgrace and just not turn up in front of the council? Put your scheme to bed, and we will take you into our kingdom. We will give you everything you need your whole life long. In exchange, you support Gandagard instead of challenging him.
Proof? Oh, you mean like your letter that has been found after 1,000 cycles and makes the elves responsible for the fall of the Fiflings?
It is no secret that the elves are deceitful. And what could possibly be more suited to get one over on us than letting the perished land in and presenting us as the scapegoat?
The elves have been displaced by the perished land and are now almost eradicated.
I said they are deceitful, not wise.
Children of the Smith cannot be silenced.
You are a dwarf, I confess, but no fourthling can remember a dwarf child ever going missing.
And you know thousands of the Fourthlings personally, and know exactly where they live in the mountains, what they're planning, or what small tragedies take place in their lives?
You have a sense that all the long evenings in the library and debating with Lot Yonan weren't for nothing, as Bislipur struggles for a reply, then lets it go.
Indeed, it's always possible that, say, dwarf family, think of Troll and his backstory. The two parents going through the woods, they're trying to visit someone, get murked by orcish assassins. Troll's been spirited away. No one knew about Troll. They thought he died. So, maybe, it could have been overlooked.
And what if I don't withdraw my candidacy?
You wish to stand against your own king? A stray dwarf offending a deserving leader such as Gandagar through his claim? No one in the Brown Range will like that. Prepare yourself for life as an outsider among the Fourthlings.
You have had enough of this dwarf. He makes you feel uneasy, or worse still.
Get out!
A humanized bastard will not issue me orders. Know your place, false dwarf.
Ow. I burned myself with my coffee plenty. Never quite that bad, though. Never quite that bad.
Some of the gold has left a coin-sized mark on the back of your hand. It hurts, but you like the idea that a bit of the metal you love is now part of you. The armor has been made by a master. Over the chainmail is steel plate, alloyed with gold in many places, which certainly appeals to you. There are also several decorative elements made of stone to honor its origin in the kingdom of the best stonemasons. You had just finished setting the last inlay, the seal of Lot Yonan, who brought you up and is gone, when Bislipper interrupted you.
Not only is it worthy of a king and fits me like a glove, but it should also offer me additional protection in battle.
Doesn't seem like he finished the seal, but we'll just presume that he did.
That is why I, too, lodge a claim to the throne and why I think I am the more capable heir.
Thank you for your speech, Tungdil Bolafar. The council may now ask questions.
Okay, that certainly jumped ahead.
Yes? Your question?
Just so I get this right, you want to forge a weapon that is described in a book of fairy tales from the perished land to kill a demon that none of us has ever seen?
I have most definitely seen it. Goimgar, Yellow Belly, Shimmerbeard.
Damn, this is bit I'm terrible making choices in games like this. I feel like I need a guide or some generally more linear. Okay, you've raised your hand. Is there any other hand raised? I don't think so. There's meant to be one other.
The Maga Andikai the Tempestuous translated the text, and she thinks we could kill the demon with Keenfire.
So, now we're going to listen to Magi? Are we to risk our lives in the hope that she translated this text correctly and isn't just following her own agenda? I thought it was the Magi's fault that we're in this mess in the first place.
I don't know if you can say that per se.
Didn't this Tungdil grow up with a Magus too?
Right. You can't trust the Magi.
It is their fault that the barrier fell.
I don't trust them.
I wish we could correct him. No, it's technically the fault of the demon possessing a Magi. The barrier fell. The Magi were doing fine at keeping the barrier up otherwise.
Yes, the dwarf from the Second Link Kingdom over there.
You say that a war against the elves would be madness. But how can such a young dwarf as you judge that? You've hardly seen anything of the world, has he?
It is true. There is much that I only know from books. But it is written that it is our duty to defend and protect Girdlegard, and that includes the elves. And don't the elves have the same enemy as we do? They could stand by us in battle. Why should we play into the hands of the enemy by attacking them, rather than working against the enemy together?
That is true.
He's right.
The words of a clever warrior.
But the pointy ears hate us, and we hate them too.
What is it they say again? My enemy's enemy is my friend.
I guess I made the poor choice. Probably should have saved. I could have saved scummed this out. Gone with, the dwarves must act. appeal to national pride, dwarfish pride and the like.
Bislipper?
Nothing you say will convince anyone here. You didn't grow up amongst us, and no one knows if you really are a fourthling. I do not believe there has ever been a more unworthy heir to the throne of the High King. You are just wasting our time.
1 second, folks. Hey, folks, I'm back. 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. I'm not sure what else to say. I'm not sure which option to pick. As an outsider, I bring new ideas and a breath of fresh air with me. Sure, the dwarf's deeds count more than his ancestry. I didn't know that you speak for everyone here. Interesting. No, ancestry is very important with them. This one.
Oh, I didn't know you were the spokesperson for everyone at this assembly, Bislipper. I had the impression that every dwarf is capable of forming their own opinion.
Absolutely.
Hear, hear!
He's right, you know.
Keep out of it, Bislipper.
I have heard enough. The council has heard the words of both candidates and must now make its decision. Those of you who wish to see Tungdil Bolafar, the returning son from the Fourthling Kingdom, as my successor, raise your axe. And those who wish to see Gandagar Silverbeard from the Silverbeards, the king of the Fourthlings, as my successor. Gandagar has received more votes.
Very good.
Excellent! Here's to Gandagar!
Long live our new High King!
However, the result was not unanimous, and as acting High King, I avail myself of my right to demand a contest between the aspirants.
What is this?
But he won the ballot.
It's the rules. The High King has the right to do so.
Respect! He is still the High King.
Silence!
You have heard the High King's command. Write down your challenge for the aspirants. Are you ready? The one that masters this task first will become the High King. It is an expedition. The trial is to lead a group to forge the axe Keenfire in the Grey Range, which can then be used to fight against the Magus Nod On.
An expedition into the perished land?
Ha ha! Brilliant!
You can't be serious.
That's what I call a worthy challenge, don't you think?
I call it luck, Scholar. Of all the challenges, Bislipper draws this one.
Yes. Luck.
But, my king, Don't demand this of me. Why me, of all people?
You are one of my best gem cutters, and I promise to support him. It should be a fair contest. Or should I break my word just because of you?
But...
You will go, Goemgar Shimmerbeard. Do not put us to shame. Follow Tungdil's instructions. Go! And come back in good health.
And with that, our group is complete.
Who have you chosen as Mason?
Good day, gentlemen.
Bavragar? The old drunkard?
Old drunkard? He assured me he's the best stonemason here. The High King himself sent him.
Well, I said I was precisely the stonemason you need. I didn't exactly say I was sent by the High King.
You let yourself be tricked by a drunkard.
I don't want him with us.
Rest assured, Boindil, I too could imagine better company. But Tungdil gave me his word.
Yes, I gave you my word. And as long as you are capable of doing the stonework needed for Keenfire, you are welcome. Girdlegard is at stake here.
I wish you no ill fortune, Tungdil, but also no good fortune. The throne belongs to me, and through my victory, Vracus will show the clans.
Very sporting of him.
The task is clear to the contenders? The first to forge Keenfire and bring it back here has proven his abilities and will be our new High King to lead us in battle against Nod On.
It will take months to complete the task. The journey to the Fiflings alone is a long and dangerous business.
Dangerous, yes, but not necessarily long. Do you know the old tunnel system that connects the Dwarven kingdoms?
Tunnels are all well and good, but why should we get there so much quicker under the ground than over it?
A knowing smile plays on the mouth of the advisor.
Well...
But yeah, that was shockingly sporting of the guy. Again, they were saying he's actually fine. It's the advisor that's the piece of shit. He's whipping the guy up into a rage. Maybe the advisor killed the father and other and passed it off as Elvin.
Pretty impressive what our forefathers achieved here, isn't it?
The kingdoms all work together. If we do the same, nothing is impossible.
Hear, hear.
I still don't understand why you tricked me and why you were so set on coming with us.
I have been the Master of Stone for more than 200 sun cycles. My work is admired all over Girdlegard. There has never been a better secondling mason than me. But today, I don't want to be remembered as a drunkard with the chisel trembling in my hand, but as Bavragor Amethyst, undefeated Master of Stone who brought Keenfire to life. One last masterpiece.
I hope you understand me asking, but there seems to be bad blood between you and Boindil.
It's nothing that will endanger our mission. We've just always hated each other.
There's more behind it than commonplace hatred.
Bavragor doesn't react. His gaze is directed towards events that took place a long time ago.
You really should rein in your drinking. We need you in good shape.
There are some who say I'm only the master of beer and not the master of stone anymore. But don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I can't forget, no matter how much I drink. I wonder why we haven't seen any sign of Gandagar recently. Perhaps they took a wrong turn somewhere. I'm sure we'll reach the Fifling Kingdom before them.
Got 0 XP for that.
We're not on the way to the Fiflings. We are on the way to the Firstlings. We're probably already under the land of the Custodian.
The Firstlings? Why?
The firstlings have been the best smiths in Girdlegard since the fiflings were wiped out. Only they can alloy Tionium and Palladium, which are actually mutually repellent. Anyway, we could use all the help we can get in the battle against Nodon, and...
There I got 300 XP. And I got head trauma. Internal trauma detected. Administering morphine.
Damn. Goingar.
It burns!
We won't get further this way, Scholar. What now?
It's all your fault, you imposter. I was nearly killed, and for what?
It is good that you are still alive. We need you for our mission.
So you can steal a throne that doesn't belong to you?
Hatred glints in the gem cutter's eyes, and for a moment, you think he's going to attack you with the courage of desperation.
I'm not interested in the title of High King. I am trying to save Girdlegard. Even if you don't believe anything else, you must believe this.
I don't have to believe anything. I am here against my will. My own thoughts are my only remaining right.
Enough! Gather up all the materials we can still save. If we manage to reach the firstlings, we can get anything we're missing there. And it should be less than 200 miles to their stronghold.
200 miles. I don't have a great
After
frame of
you've
reference for
gathered
that.
together the materials, you begin to search for a way out. And after a sweaty climb, you reach a door adorned with runes. From here, you enter a large cave with a waterfall covering a sun-drenched opening. You walk through the waterfall one after another, and after the unintentional shower, you find yourselves in Wayan, near the enchanted realm of Oramira. You find yourselves on a plateau, and the river which falls as a waterfall here hides the entrance to the underground rail network. It then flows past a forest, behind which you can see a wall and tiled roofs. You check the map.
That must be Mithridalia. We'll go through the forest to the city and see if we can refresh our supplies and buy some ponies.
Oh, he's level 8. That's shocking. Awesome. Nobody likes Gromgar. He automatically tracks enemies. Hide. Shield bash. Gosh, gems. That's funny. Injuries don't reduce his health. He always starts battle with 80% health. Ooh, this guy is suddenly optional. One sec. 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to record for much longer. Let's just get to town.
Boindale strikes up song during your hike. A short while later, Bavrigor joins in. But rather than actually singing along, he tries to outdo Boindale with his own songs. When he finally strikes up a love song, Boindale becomes absolutely livid. You take the stonemason to one side and ask him if he's doing it on purpose.
Of course I'm doing it on purpose. I'm gonna make him suffer the whole journey.
Can't go on like this. We can't fight amongst ourselves and save Girdlegard.
You take a short break before you dare breach the roots of the problem.
It's to do with a woman, right?
Not in the way you might think. Smeralda was my sister. A young thing of only 40 cycles.
Bavragor takes a large swig of his liquor before he continues.
She was almost as belligerent as Boindle, and she got it into her blockhead to stand by him in battle. A bad decision.
You can see the pain he is suffering in his eyes. You place a hand on his shoulder and put him under no pressure to carry on. The constant bickering between Boindale and Bavragor distracts you. Goimgar hears the clanking of armor first.
Something's coming!
Before you know it, the orcs are charging towards you over a hillside.
Wait, I think this guy's down there twice right now. Ah, and the brothers just raised up. Oddly, the relationship got better, just randomly there. It's presumably to always keep them ahead of me, but I don't know, just random. Yeah, this guy's down here twice. Okay. Kinda wish we had the others with me.
What now? I'm with you. Of course.
Huh? What's up?
Kill. What is it? Huh? Creature. What is it? I didn't hit you very hard.
Yes?
Oh. Get up.
Kill. Yeah. What is it? Huh? And again. And what now? Vile creature. Kill. What is it? Huh? I'm not that quick. Oink, oink, little piggies! Yes! For breakfast! Attack! What is it? On my way!
Yes? Understood.
What is it? Yes! Say goodbye forever! Who's next? On my way! Looking for enemies? Huh? They're all here! And what now? Oink, oink, little piggies! We're not! Who's next? Taste my hammer!
What's up?
Come on, let's run.
Hey!
Keep going, Bavagor.
The corpse! We're not! The corpse!
What's up?
Yes? Yes?
What is it? What is it?
Uh-huh.
And what now?
Oh, shit.
Yes?
Not like this.
Damn it!
Not like this.
Okay, I can't save here, it seems. Yeah, I got tied too much up. Got tied too much up in that melee. That drag on too long. Yeah, you can't save mid-thing. Yeah. Is there a better avenue to place to take this fight?
Yes?
Seems like his shield has also gotten locked around her.
Vile creature. Another one bites the dust.
First, Nully.
What now? What is it?
Kill.
He hardly put up a fight.
Vile creature.
Easy. Who's next?
Yes?
I didn't hit you very hard.
We sort of heard a pause there.
Too easy.
On my way. Kill.
Wow.
Understood. Attack! On my way.
What is it? He hardly put up a fight. Huh? Say goodbye forever. Huh?
What's up?
What is it?
Oh, nice. An ogre, presumably. Really kind of lackluster strikes.
As good as
Oh yeah, we fought these earlier in the prologue. Like, some of the animations just don't look great. Like, the ogre swinging there seemed fine and whatnot, but...
Take it first, Nully.
And what now?
Yes?
But yeah, some of the animations are really lackluster.
at once.
Ow!
End it.
Hey! Yeah! Yeah! What is it? What is it?
What's up?
He won't last long.
There. Disgusting. That's a done.
Huh? All right. Say goodbye forever.
There.
Ow! Another.
Yeah, once the guy falls, we should leave. That's what I had hoped to do before, but I let that one guy have his health
That was
wear down too
refreshing.
far.
Hey, here comes some more. 3, 4, 5, 5 or 6.
5 or 6? Oh, phew. He means
500 or 600.
Goimgar turns white as a sheet.
That's too many. To the city, come on!
Okay, the force of both those actions and attacks is raised significantly for a short time, so you presumably pop that, then use one of these. Also, apparently he could have got something else here, but, oh, he already starts at like level 3, level 4, so, Another one ring. 1, 2, 3.
You flee towards Mithridania, with Goimgar out ahead. The orcs at his back seem to have mobilized unimagined powers in him, and he reaches the gate first, hammering manically against it. He says something and scurries through a small gateway that has been opened to him. Moments later, you also reach the gate.
Get in, quickly!
You push your way through the gate as the first orc arrows slam into the wood next to you.
The other dwarf said we should bolt the gate behind him, but we could use all the help we can get when the orcs come.
Shit,
That
cunt.
treacherous sissy, where is he?
Boindal and I will look for him. Boindeal and Bavragor, help the city guards in any way you can.
You were certain the two of them wouldn't be much help in the search for Goimgar.
Alright, I'll leave this here. I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this so far, folks. I have no idea how much more there is to go, but I do hope you join me for the rest of the journey. It is a fun game, not perfect, there is flaws in various aspects of it, but it does have its charm. To a point. So I am having fun with it. Though I had been hoping to get some custom campaign stuff recorded, but I did start recording quite late. It was gone 1. It was gone half 1 by the time I started, so it's no surprise it's now gone 5 in the morning. So since I have to actually be awake during the day tomorrow, I should really call it here. I'm gonna go do some stuff in EVE Online and then call it quits. Though by do stuff in EVE Online, I mean set off for Jitta and fall asleep. Risky, certainly, but it should be fine. Oh, the background talking freaked me there. I thought I heard something. But anyway, yes, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you join me again soon. If it's anything you'd like to tell me, please let me know in the comment section below. But do keep in mind the backlog. It is quite substantial. Till then.